Hey everybody, Dr. Plasma here. I've got a 2x2 compact and flush piston elevator, and I'm going to show you how to build it. But first, I'm going to show you the two main pieces I invented and how they work together. There are two halves, an upward stopper and a downward stopper. So right here, we've got an observer that pretends to be our elevator, and we can see that when a signal is pushed through right here, it will cause this to fire this piston, and then after these observers, it's going to cause this block to be powered, which will cause this piston to fire. And then after 6 ticks, we're going to reset it. Now for the upward stopper, we're going to do something tricky. We're going to power this one diagonally, causing this dropper to fire. And when this dropper fires, this observer is going to see it, and it's going to power this block, which powers this redstone. And then we're going to lead over, and then after 2 ticks, we're going to push in so the timing's just right to stop the elevator. And then we're going to wait 4 ticks by having this observer look at this redstone, and then down, and then over, and then up, and some dust on top. And that's it. So the first thing is to dig out a 4-block gap beneath your bottom floor. We'll build the elevator with 2 observers, with 4 slimes surrounding a pair of pistons. However, we're going to add another observer pointing out and a slime for it. Now add 4 slime on top, and then put the top layer of the elevator on. I use diamond blocks. Place an observer looking away from the piston pointing up. This is for our button. You can fill in around the elevator if you like, and then wire up a button to the observer with redstone dust. Choose where your next floor will be. Our controls will be on the side the third observer points out at. Cover it up and we'll use some of these blocks on the wall for redstone. Place dust on a block across the wall from the third observer. Place repeaters that add up to 6 ticks total. Place 3 non-sticky pistons like so. There'll be no block in front of the left one. Now I power the right pistons, hitting the furthest one first. Place 2 observers down below like so. Place a block on top of the outer piston and run dust over all of it. That's it for part 1. Place a dropper hidden here on the diagonal to the elevator shaft. Put an observer on top and any movable block on top of that. Cover up part 1's dust with solid blocks, and now we've got our output. Now put pistons up directly above the other pistons, and then place a non-terracotta block right here. Now we're going to wire it up with some dust. We need 2 observers to go right here. And then on the other side, we need an almost loop of 4 observers going down, up, and over, and some dust on top. That's it for part 2, and so now let's go and add our observers looking out so that they are powering the 2 pistons on the elevator. Let's do a top floor. On a top floor, place a normal block on the side that would stop it. Place a pushed piston behind it with a torch below. Place an observer looking away from the downward piston. I'm reusing it by connecting it to the torch. Now the top's done, you can fill in the shaft walls, and when you're ready, add a button and some dust to the torch's block. Be sure not to put any on top. As you can see, the observers work. Now, let's add 2 buttons up top side by side. I'll place a repeater behind one of them to split the buttons into a block that powers down. On the other side, I'll lead downward with 2 torches instead. I put a final block on top to separate the dust lines. This elevator will go up and stop on each floor, and it will go down and stop on each floor. Share this with friends if it helped you. You should subscribe if you got this far. And thanks for watching, I really appreciate it.